Podcast where we talk about a-holes. It's as simple as that, folks. I say it every time. We don't have any ads, we don't have any selling, except for the standard request that you go buy Etiquette for A-holes on Amazon. That's it, that's the commercial. Book is Etiquette for A-holes. Other than that, no ads. We don't want any ads, we just want to talk to you. We want to be your little podcast that you listen to every day. And you relate to, you yell about, you agree with, you disagree, but is your little outlet into the world that you interact with us. And the best way to do that, of course, is through Twitter. Our Twitter is at E4A-holes, the letter E, the number 4 A-holes. At E4A-holes, tweet us whatever you want. What drove you crazy? You agree, you disagree? What's on your mind? What's under your skin? Let us know, and we'll talk about it, you know. That's what we're here for. And, we open by saying game on, and there's a reason we say game on, and I think it's a mind frame that everybody should have. This one's going to be a little bit different today with regards to who the a-hole is. Maybe it's lazy people, I don't know, we'll figure it out. A good mindset to have in this world is that life is a game, and that's trite, and it's not like it's a new idea, but I think it's one that bears repeating, because I think it's a hell of a good way to look at it. And I think the a-holes are the ones out there that tell you to not think of it as a competition. Oh, everything doesn't need to be a competition, and just enjoy it. And that's true. You should enjoy your life. You only get one. You only get one go of things, but I think there's a good mindset to how to go about attacking that. And I think competition is a great way to go, and I think people should embrace that because, first and foremost, it makes you set goals. And, I'm not saying people shouldn't share in the wealth of things and successes and work together. I'm not saying you're out for yourself. That makes you an a-hole. What I'm saying is that you should have that little bit of motivation that, what do you want? You need to have your goals. In order to have goals and things to strive for, usually it means someone else is going to miss out, or you're going to compete with somebody else, because anything worth having, somebody else is going to want, and there's probably not enough to go around. That's animalistic. It's how we're wired. And so if you want anything in this world, you're probably going to have to work for it, and you're probably going to have to beat somebody else to get there. Now, this will extend into hopefully pleasing the people that say we shouldn't all fight and competition is bad. By talking about what we're going to talk about next, is that there's a right way and a wrong way to be competitive. Just like in sports, the athletes that we want to idolize and hold up to a higher standard, even though they're busy being A-Rod. Take for that what you will. There's a lot of athletes that get a free pass, and really they're no better than some of the worst people with regards to the things they do and the way they treat people. Getting off topic here, though, the people we do want to champion and what we do want to embrace is honorable competition. What do we want? We want people to show up, and we want them to both fight hard. We don't want to see somebody run up the score. You hate to see somebody gloat. There's a difference between celebrating and gloating. We certainly hate a cheater. Ask Pete Rose, although he didn't really cheat so much as he's just a piece of shit. And maybe he cheated too, who knows. We want to, I think, as Americans, as the way I see it, and as people, you want to be the kind of person that goes into a competition in a fair fight, and, you beat the other guy's butt, and you pick him up, and then you dust him off, and then you do it again. You come by the win honestly, and you're humble in the victory, because you know that whether you have the better talent or whether you have an advantage or whatever it is, and all the skill in the world, luck still plays a role in how this whole life shakes out and how any contest shakes out. And it's important to understand that. So you don't want to pound that chest too hard, because you may be at the bottom next time. And I think that's a good message. I think that's what you want people to embrace, is treat people fairly, work hard, and you can be pissed if you lose. You should be pissed if you lose. That should be motivation to win next time. And again, that's a good thing. I think that makes everybody better. and you don't get complacent in your victory because you know that next guy's coming at you again, so you better prepare. All of these are good traits. All of these are things that you want in people. If you have kids, you want that for your kids. You don't want your kid to be the one sitting there going, hey, 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 hey. We all get a turn to stand on the first place portion of the podium, and we all get a picture. And isn't that fun? Heck no. You want your kid to be up there on the second place spot, seething because they lost out on first place. Or you want them down there in the crowd because they didn't even finish, going, God, this sucks. Look at everybody. God, I wish I was up there. I wish I was up there getting celebrated, because you know what? That looks good. That looks like that'll feel good. I want what he has. I want what she has. Where's the bad in that? There's no harm in that, provided you do it honorably. Now, the pieces of shit, the a-holes, are the ones that play dirty, that cheat. And if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Yeah, that's bullshit. I mean, you wanna work as hard as you can to win the thing in life and whatever it is, but there's no honor in that. There's no honor in the guy that tries to injure the other guy so that they can walk to the victory. That's bullshit. That doesn't feel good. That's not accomplishments. And at the end of the day, people will just go, well, it doesn't matter. All that matters is that they won. No, because you still got to live with yourself. You still got to sleep at night. And I don't care if you're sleeping on a pile of cash or whatever. The people we want in the world, the people you want surrounding you, are people with a healthy sense of competition. The ones that are, like I said, going to play fair. They might knock you on their butt, but they're going to pick you up, and we're going again. And figure it out. That's life, because life is a game. And good things come from being competitive. It's fun. It feels good to win. It sucks to lose. Find the things that interest you. Find what you're good at. And be really good. Be the best. There's nothing wrong with any of these traits. You know, it's invigorating. And tying it all back together, it helps you set goals. Without goals in life, without things to strive for, whether it's materialistic, whether it's personal, just a sense of doing your best, whatever it is, if you don't have a threshold, something you're trying to get over, a reason to get up, to celebrate, to feel good about, you're not really enjoying your life. Because that's what feels good. I mean, if you're a parent, does it feel good watching your kid put on his Velcro shoes? Or does it feel good watching him work and then tie his shoes by himself or herself and come to you and show you that they tied their shoes by themselves? God, look at the joy on their face there compared to just pulling on some Crocs. I mean, that tells it to you right there at a kid level. When a kid comes up to you proud of what they've done, the hurdle they've jumped over, what they've accomplished. Why the hell doesn't that translate to adults? It does, but it gets lost in the shuffle when we talk about nothing but fair play and whatever. Screw that, folks. Life is a game, and you should strive to play it to the best of your ability every single day. You shouldn't whine about who's the better athlete, who has more skill. Forget that. How are you going to win the game based on the situation? And do your best to get there. And we're not all going to win, but it feels a hell of a lot better to bust your butt and lose trying than it does to sit back and just fold your arms and say, well, I didn't lose, but I never played. Think about it. Life is a game. That's a good thing. I don't know what else to tell you today. That's it. I guess, like I said, I think the a-hole is the one that says competition is bad, and the a-hole is the one that plays life dirty. Play it clean, play it hard, play it every single day. That's it for today. We'll come back with more tomorrow. This is AO Storm. Thanks for listening. Reminding you to be a good person.